everybody, my name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Black Book. Um, it's been a couple days since I've recorded this, but thankfully I had a video for tomorrow already pre-recorded. Um, where were we? If I remember correctly, we had just gotten back because we beat the, mermaid who murdered some people from the salt plant. And she disappeared and left the salt plant alone, but we're going to be seeing her again because we didn't break the water seal yet. And then we had just gotten back home and we had a little bit of a talk with Igor and a little bit of a talk with Proshka, if I remember correctly. And I think that's where we left things off. And we still have to deal with our pesters and the visitor coming by, who I'm assuming is probably the salt foreman or the salt manager again, coming to like wrap things up. But yeah. So let's do with this real quick. What have we got here? Thank you. Thank you. We're racking up sins at this point. We have strife and animals. Animals. There, you can go there. Calamity, weather, animals. Sure, you can go there. Come on. And do we have anything to do with the black book? Did I just spend money on Aruda? You can go away. Oh, no, I think I actually already own one of you. I don't think I accidentally spent it there. I think this is probably where I'm going to be keeping it for now. A decent amount of keys. Like, we'd already been through some of this stuff, like trying to figure out what we wanted and what we didn't want. Do I get rid of one of my parapolos? Sure. I think I can cut down by one. I have other stuff to fill in the slots. And I think that'll do for right now. I think that's the only change I can really think of. Oh, excuse me. So, visitors. Oh yeah, it's the salt manager again.
Come in, Pachom. We need to think about what to do next.
You share the events at the factory.
I mean, he was there.
She even escaped your Zagavars.
Oh, I suppose we're...
Only powerful
That makes sense.
evil spirits are able to do that.
The way it said that, I was thinking, I thought we already told Igor, but I guess not.
I think someone is protecting her.
This demon scared the entire factory. Even after you chased her away, the haunting continues.
I guess there are other demons at work
Some
then.
workers saw shadows in the barn. God damn them. But what should we do next? Can't we get the brine back?
We can think of something. We also need the water demons.
But Rusalka mentioned her father. Who could she be talking about?
It's been a couple days. What were they called? The Vodyanoi, I'm assuming.
Rusalka? Christ almighty, God help us. She mentioned her father?
Well, it's clear to me.
The Vodyanoi becomes father to all evil spirits of the water. Vakul is the one we need to go to.
Okay. Also known as Vodyanoi, also known as Vakul. Master spirits of different bodies of water. All the water spirits are subject to them. Okay.
The salt worker grows pale.
Vakul? So the Vodyanoi has something to do with it.
What did you think? You may not have dealt with him with your factory, but maybe you should have. Millers, for instance, all deal with him.
I mean, fair, if you're working on the water and there's a water spirit that controls all the water you're working at, probably make a deal with them.
At the factory, I was doing fine with the Vodyanoi that I had.
Whether you were or not, the small Vodanois are gone. This one has outsmarted them and now rules everywhere. The small ones all went into hiding, and you can't find them now.
Okay.
You can meet him in Hell's Lake.
Okay.
Pachom, go back. You can't do anything now. And you, Vasilisa, Get going. Got it?
Alright, I'll be on my way to help out. But, Vakul?
What do you know about the Vodyanoi?
A powerful chort and an old one. People say he was here before Christ and remembers the old times. He has an underwater palace, but he may speak to you on the lake.
Okay. And the seal, do you
Will
think it's
break
the one that will
seal for
break it?
me?
Try to convince him. I told you, you won't find any other Vodyanoi here. He's hard to convince, though. And I don't know if you'll be able to take him into battle. You're still weak.
And the
What
lake.
kind of lake is that?
The Permians call it Vatti. It means swampy lake.
Okay.
It's deep. One chort tried to measure it and lost a rope. The Russians renamed it after the hunting started. If you ask me, Hell's Lake is quite a fitting name.
Okay then, so I guess we'll be on our way.
I'll get ready.
Well, be careful out there with him. If
We
you
will be.
strike a bargain with him, stick to it. If something goes wrong, don't panic. You have your black book.
Okay, so we might be able to reason here. If not, we're going to battle. So, thank you, Igor. I think that's everything else we have to do. So we go to this, or we go to the book merchant, Upper O'Neill, Pine Grove, Van Chugrums, the swamp, and then the lake. And it looks like we can only go with Morteshka again. So, I think we're all set to go. Let's start at the book merchant, I suppose. We'll see what they have to sell.
You have goosebumps. A sign
That's
that the
exactly
devil-
the same.
Seek
We'll just
me out,
talk.
girl, and I will grant you no.
Bye. What do you have? Cursed Wall Enemies. We've seen this page a couple of times. Shuka Beluga. This well-versed increases well-versed effect of white pages for 1, but we get a sin during combat. Interesting. Then we have Firm Knife there. Gain 1 sin, but all white cards with well-versed get better. No, I think we're fine, and we're still not running a deck that requires Firm Knife. But I suppose I can... I'll pick them all up so that we have them. And then for right now, I'll just remove... Where are you? You... Were they all keys? I thought only one of them. I thought 2 of them were, but the last one I didn't think was a key. You and you can go away for now. So, now let's head to the Upper O'Neill. A small fishing village to the east of the lake. They say that around here, everyone has seen a mermaid at least once.
The sun is setting when you see the village of Verkhny O'Neill. You pick up the pace. You need to get to Hell's Lake before dawn.
Question the peasants or question the spirits? We'll question the spirits
You
first.
run into an alarmed domovoi, hurrying to his izba. The spirit tells you about the chorts of the Khaldun Grishka, murdered this year. Turns out, the chorts have scattered around the area and scare everyone who goes to Hell's Lake. When you leave the village, you think of a way to outsmart them.
Okay then, so chorts on the loose, gotta watch out for. Good to know. Pine Grove. The swampy part of the lake is surrounded by an old pine forest.
Pale moonlight falls on rotten and broken trees. You feel the presence of leshis, or some other evil spirits.
Outsmart the chorts, draw a circle that will put me in combat, ask the Leishi's permission. We'll ask nicely, I
You
suppose.
whisper a ritual formula and step into the glade.
Rude.
Suddenly, chorts fly from all over. The detritus seems to be their doing. Chorts wound you before you have time to draw a circle.
Rude. Fine then, we'll just beat you all up then. Oh, you're a big friend. In 3 turns, you'll do 15 damage. You'll do 2 this turn. You're gonna curse me. Okay, already doing 5 to everyone. I don't actually have to block much. I could just use, like, a Kaba or something. Let's see. Parapolo. Let's see. We're doing 10 to everyone. Hold on. We'll get the bless, which means we'll do 14. You'll already die. You'll be just about dead. Attack you. Kill is going for 9 on you. I think that means you die, and then discard on you. What? I gotta give shield to someone besides me. Interesting. But I think they all die? Unless I misjudge something. You're dead. Oh, you're dead too. Got it. Then... I could pick up an extra one of you. Yeah, I think we're fine. Down to Grump's Swamp. This swamp is so overgrown with moss that it looks like the back of some huge beast, partially buried underground. I've heard stories of Mang Aunt. Could this be it?
A pine tree, cracked by lightning, stands by the edge of a swamp.
Ooh.
You know that lightning can be useful, and come closer. The tree is blackened and split in 2. Strangely, the air is still filled with the smell of a thunderstorm. Your search soon bears fruit. You find a thunderstone.
Ooh, yay, we can evolve our Pikachu into a Raichu. Sorry. It's my immediate
Pluck the stone from inside the charred
Ooh.
pine and go on your way.
He who carries the stone shall fear neither demon nor misfortune, for he is strong when his palms carry the stone of Perun. Strengthens blessed by 1. Ooh. That sounds good. Let's see, you have prayer, which gives us 2 blessed to start with. Which means that... Ooh. What would I get rid of if I was to do that? I mean, Glass Demons is not going away. That's just an extra damage to everyone on the start of turn. That's a really good thing. That's really good. That's really good and would work really well in conjunction. And it wouldn't working together, however you actually want to say it. Eloquence bonus on my first turn is still really good. The Hearth Clay? I mean, 5 shield is really nice on the first turn, but I'm currently traveling with Morteshka, which means I can already get that. Plus, I usually have some sort of shield in my hand, so that could actually work better. Skeet. I've heard that a hermit monk lives around here. Sure, we'll head off this way.
You enter the serene, piney woods. Soon after, you find the source of light. There is an old izba amongst the trees, leaning comfortably on a branching pine. With a quiet squeak, the door opens, and a hermit welcomes you.
Hello, friend.
I have never thought a witch would come and visit me.
Priest. Okay.
Why do you think I'm a witch?
I mean, you are, but how do you know?
I feel evil spirits a mile away.
I mean, we are currently traveling with Morteshka, so that makes
You're
sense.
calling me an evil spirit?
Come on, don't be mad. Could Providence bring you here? Have a rest. I've put the samovar on and lit it with juniper branches. I have a request to you.
Okay, we'll hear you out. Drink some tea, request about the hermit. Let's have some
All
tea
right,
first.
bring your tea.
You drink the tea and rest a bit.
Thank you, didn't really need it, but might as well.
What's your
Request.
request?
I think you can handle it.
We don't even know what it is yet.
Some hunters recently passed by here, but they never left, even after the ice drift. I followed them. Their camp isn't far from here. Their things are all in disarray, as if they never left in the spring.
I see. Hunters came here out hunting, and then never
But there's
returned.
no sign of them. I felt evil spirits there, but I haven't seen anyone.
I mean, it's probably already too late for them. They're probably dead. But
Please, find where the demons kidnapped them.
fine.
Camp is to the south, you say. I may drop by to find out what happened to them.
And what can I ask some more about you, my friend?
So I might be a witch, but who are you?
I'm a hermit, and this is my skeet. I live here, far from worldly things, and serve God.
Okay,
There's
so
plenty of holy saints, and the simple folk have plenty of troubles. So I pray here for the holy spirits to help our people with their troubles. I hope they can hear me.
folk saints. Based on church monologues, Russian folk metallurgy was also developed. Christian holidays are reinterpreted and infused with local ceremonies, rituals, and beliefs. Christian saints were imbued with miraculous abilities of patronage and intercession, serving as the protectors of the home, the people, livestock, farming, and crafts. St. Nicholas, for example, favors not only sailors, but also wild animals, agriculture, beekeeping, and construction. St. George, Igori the Brave, is the patron saint of cattle. He is known as a wolf shepherd. He also serves as the patron saint of hunters. Among the peasantry, the cult of the Virgin Mary was different from how the church depicts her. She was more down to earth and made her presence known in everyday activities. She is more sympathetic and acts as a helper in difficult situations, a protector against evil spirits, and an intercessor in heaven. She is the patron saint of maidens, women, and those in labor. Okay, interesting. But I guess that's all we have to do here with our friends. I guess we have a new
Show
mission
me the
then.
way.
Listen, witch. Try to get off this road. There's nothing but trouble for you at its end.
You mean the road of magic and witchcraft? I think I'm good. I know it's probably going to end poorly because we're going for ultimate power in the end, but yeah, I'm good. Hunter's camp. A hermit told me there used to be a hunter's camp here.
You follow the directions of the hermit and soon come to a clear glade. You notice fir branches and a gap fire. It's clear that the hunters camped here.
A fire lit between two logs or built close to a wall of logs so that it burns slower without need of attendance. Okay. There's the hunters camped here. Yep. Oh, you actually get to look around. Gap fire.
The gap fire has almost completely burned out. No one leaves fires like this behind in the forest.
Unless you want a
Seems as
forest
The
fire.
hunters went away for a moment somewhere, but never came back. The gap fire has almost completely burned out.
Oh, no,
one
no,
leaves
no.
fires like this
That says
behind in the
set off. I don't
forest.
want to leave yet. What have we got? Ooh, another rusty axe. It's been a while since we found one of these.
The axe is covered in rust. A hunter would never leave behind a thing like that. I saw a similar axe by the windmill. The axe is covered in rust. A hunter would
Oh.
never leave behind a thing like
I'm
that.
assuming I can't take that because I still have the one from the windmill. Oh, that thing that said tracks. Where is it? There it is. Hunter's things. Oh,
Tracks. They glow blue. Some chort has been here. I can follow them. He might be the one who carried the hunters away. Tracks.
okay, so
blue.
glad I noticed that.
Some
Almost
chort
missed
has
it.
been
That
here.
unlocked a
I
new
can follow
progression
them.
thing, I'm assuming.
Some of the hunters' things are still scattered about here. You manage to find one of their clumsily written diaries and a small pouch with silver rubles.
Sure, we'll read it.
It's difficult to make out anything from the illiterate scrawlings of a peasant. They consist mainly of hunting observations and notes. Your attention is drawn to a strange passage. February. Old man knocked on the door. Frozen. Started dying during the night. Suffered long. Maybe a Khaldun. Died only in the morning. Would be better if I took down the main beam. February later. Going home soon.
Okay.
Bad sleep at night. Something makes noise in the dark. Scary. February later. Yvonne disappeared at night. Going home. Everyone scared. This is the last entry.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is the Khaldun we heard about that died? When we spoke to the spirits, they said that a Khaldun around here died and their chorts were, like, scattered about the place. I'm assuming this is that
It's
Khaldun.
difficult to make out.
Is it the same thing? Yes, it
from
is.
The illiterate scrawlings of a
Sure, we'll take the
from
money.
old pouch.
And let's head back.
Some of the hunters
Same
think
thing again. Forgot to double check. Anything else hiding in around here, or are we good to go? I thought I saw herbs over here. And I think that... Oh, hold on. Don't mind if I do. And I think that's it, so I think we're good to go.
You've found traces of the evil spirits, and now can go searching for the missing hunters.
Time to go. Yep, track the evil spirits. They're going to take us down to a warehouse. Human tracks lead to this hunting warehouse. Okay, let's go.
A foul silence hovers over the shed. You take a step and wince. A dry branch under your foot breaks with a loud crack, like a dry bone.
Okay, what are we going to find here? Look inside. Any herbs hanging around? Yes. Come on, let me take it. Thank you. Break herb. Nice. Don't see anything else, so let's look
The rotten stairs
inside.
lead inside. You notice a sweet stench.
Oh no. I have a feeling I know what we're gonna find inside. Yep. Hi, friends. Sorry to disturb your... A rat snake. Oh, you're vampirism 20. Sorry to interrupt your meal. Okay, so you're gonna heal up 20 if you actually manage to do damage to me. That might be an issue. Oh, I didn't get any damage cards on this turn, did I? Curse. You. Grudge the Father on me. Why would I... Oh, I know why that's happening. I messed around with the settings. Game. There's this thing called expanded target selection. I wasn't sure what that was, so I figured I'd try it. So let's end that, because apparently that lets me use positive cards on the enemy. Although, I did turn on this sort cards into rock by suit, because that seemed like it might be useful. Like a little bit better. And now if I play positive cards, it should automatically play on me, and negative cards should automatically play on them. Vera Hail, so I get extra bless. And I'm going to hold off on using Khaldun Fiends, because it's going to get rid of its vampirism, so... Use that just to get rid of it. We'll have a whole lot of bless for our next turn. Oh yeah, we currently have 11 bless. 10 bless, rather. Okay. Ooh, that might be a bit tricky. Good thing I have Khaldun Fiend saved up. That's getting used immediately. Definitely using Key Tongue. Killa. Killa. Let's get Proshka to block this one. And that should be good. We're going to do a lot of damage right here. Oh! My curse actually gives this thing health too. Good thing I do a lot of damage, though. But I take no damage from this range of attacks. That means this thing's healing up 20 when my turn starts. Coming at me with 27. Inflict damage equal to curse times 3, so that's only going to do 15. Tongue in that. A decent amount still. It's got curse, so use that. Of wall. Of wall. I think I'm good. Oh, it didn't heal right there, because it doesn't have vampirism anymore. I got rid of it. That makes sense. Okay, I block all of the damage. Mouse is being a bit finicky right now. Still hasn't summoned anything. Oh, it's doing 4 damage. That's not scary. What to do here? That. No, I won't use blue stone. I'm getting hit for 4 here. I can't stop it. But bless 4. Yeah, that looks decent. And might as well just use that. I'll go up to full, which means I'll only technically take 3 damage this turn. That did 40, nice. And then next turn I can use Proshka's ability. Good thing I got rid of its vampirism, because that would have sucked right there. 54. Can I kill it this turn? Doesn't look like it. Ognavit. That card. Nava. That's 41. It's going to survive this turn. Moon Brothers. That card. I might kill it. I think I kill it right here. There we go. Pick up an extra curse card. That sounds nice. A lot of experience there, a decent amount of money.
The Eretnik collapses lifelessly. It seems to be a Khaldun that's been buried improperly. With a heavy heart, you cut the tendons on his feet and leave him for the crows to feast. He won't be able to walk among the living now.
Sorry, friend.
You remember the hunter's notes. It seems like the dead man took vengeance on the peasants for his violent death. No one inherited his knowledge or tried to relieve his suffering by dismantling the Izba's ceiling. You sigh and hope that when your time comes, you will not meet the same fate.
I'm confused by the dismantling the ceiling part, but I suppose the inherited knowledge part makes sense. But we found them. Couldn't save them because they were already dead, but we did find them. And I suppose that just leaves the swamp. The area near the lake floods often. A swamp is formed there.
A foul stream runs through the swamp. You notice 2 figures sitting on a stone beside it. Through the silence of the night, you hear cold laughter and a muted conversation.
Hello,
The
friends.
transfixed fisherman watches the rusalka that coils around him with glassy eyes. The claws of the spirit glisten in the moonlight. This is a recent acquaintance of yours. She jumps when she notices you.
Hello there, friend. Good to see you again. Do you want another... Do you want to get beat up again?
As the demon looks away, the peasant comes to his senses. His eyes clear up, and he flees in horror.
You again, witch. Feeling jealous of my boys? Sure you are. After all, they're all fine lads.
No, I just don't want you killing anyone else. Brine Vodyanoi. Start with the brine.
Tell me, where did you hide the brine from the factory?
Oh, witch. I have no time to answer your silly questions. But some of my old friends do. Have fun!
And are we getting
The
attacked by
rusalka
zombies again?
dives into the river, laughing.
And... Yep. Or one zombie and then this thing here. It's gonna start hitting me with, waste. Yeah, with waste. Not gonna be a big fan of that. Nava on you. That will kill you, definitely. Killa on you. I started doing that, then realized, wait a second, I have a card for Bless. Fix that. Kill you off. Kill you. Do some damage to you. And sure, just to get rid of it. Yeah, you're super dead. And you take a decent amount of damage, but not enough to kill you this turn. That means I'm gonna take a little bit of extra waste damage. Really? Oh wait, no, I have 2 cards for Bless, which means Key Tongue will do enough damage. Oh yeah, I also had Nava there, forgot about that part. It dies, I take some damage here. Actually, not enough. The waste comes in after the damage from waste. There you go. And sure, let's pick up another copy of the Moon Brothers. That's a pretty decent card. And seeing as we just saw our mermaid friend again, seems like we're where we need to be. As the herb here to get rid of curse. That's what the new thing in that page was. This is the lake old Igor told me about. Various types of evil spirits are often seen here. This is because the border between worlds is thin here. Off we go. Didn't take us long to get here.
You effortlessly find the fisherman's camp. The peasants have already built a fire and are preparing for a night of fishing.
Hello, friends. Fisherman, I see those eyes back there. Roaster, and the lake. Oh, herbs.
Oh, Christ almighty. What are you doing here? I thought the Rusalka had returned to spoil our nets again.
Nah, I'm actually chasing her.
There's no water dripping from your dress, though.
New Morteshka. How Vodyanoi lives among humans. When a Vodyanoi's wife is about to give birth, he takes human form, goes to a town or a village, finds a midwife, and invites her to his underwater domain. Afterwards, he offers her a generous reward of silver and gold. People say that one time, fishermen caught a child in their nets who was cheerful and played around when he was in the water, but grew sad and cried when brought into an izba. The child turned out to be a child of a Vodyanoi. The fishermen let him go on one condition, that his father drive as many fish into their nets as possible. The underwater family was true to their word. A Vodyanoi is quite easy to recognize when he is in human form. The left flap of his dress always drips water, and wherever he sits, he leaves behind a wet seat. Finally, his hair will drip water if he starts to comb it. Okay. So yeah, we're not water spirit right now. We are not a water spirit.
Good evening. I'm looking for a boat to get me to the lake.
Are you out of your mind, girl? How did your Balshak let you out of the house in the first place?
The oldest in the family. I mean, the oldest in our... We're an orphan, and the person who taught us is also a Koldun who taught us magic and sent us out here, so...
I am not out of my mind, actually. I need to get to the center of the lake to talk to the Vodyanoi.
Vodyanoi? We've already caught some fish. Why don't you go on your own way?
But, and I'm not messing with them. Spit. The rescued fisherman. Convince, play cards.
You don't have time to object. A fisherman that you saved from the Rusalka comes out of the forest and falls at your feet.
Okay.
Thank you, kind lady.
After his tale, the rest of the fishermen agree to help you in any way they can.
Thank you, my friends. Like, you just saved our friend's life. Sure, we'll
thanks,
help.
Girl. Didn't know you were a knower. Step into that boat as soon as you're ready. We'll get you to where you need to be.
Thank you. Notice how the tune changed. Let me grab this herb. Can I go over here, please? I see that herb. Let me go over there. Come on, there we go. Adam's head. That wasn't Adam's head on the thing, but oh well. Anything else to say to you, or are you done talking?
Step into that boat.
Nope, you're done talking. We can go to the boats. And look at the lake. Can't look at anything behind them.
Hell's Lake. The water is clean. It It shines with silver like silk. I wouldn't call this Hell's Lake.
I mean, yeah, it looks really pretty. I suppose the problem is what dwells inside, though. Ooh, I see that herb. Come on. Get me a little bit closer. I want the herb. There we go. Thank you. Again, not Adam's head, but whatever.
You come upon the fisherman's belongings. One of them left his wallet among the ropes.
Fine. I won't take it simply because they're helping me get to the middle of the lake and they're right
This fire
there.
attracts
So,
the fish. It means the fishermen are about to set off. This fire attracts the fish.
interesting. One thing about fish would be oh, I started questioning it and I was like, wait a second, no, that's just the whole concept of anglerfish, isn't it? Like, that's their whole thing. They have like the bioluminescent bulb on their head to attract other smaller fish. So yeah, that actually makes sense. But I suppose we're good to set off. I don't see anything else. Let's hop aboard, Captain.
You can get on a boat and set off to the meeting with the Vadinoi.
Let's go. Kinda foggy. Very cinematic right now. Our arm is clipping through the book. Hmm. Sea serpent. Or giant fish. I don't think this was our plan.
You come to your senses at the bottom of the lake and take a sharp, panicked breath. You seem to be able to
Ow.
breathe in the water
Um.
as if it was air. A cry of amazement echoes dully across the silty lake bed. A familiar rusalka swims up to you from the inky depths.
Health restored. How did this restore our health? Sandy bottom. Okay. Water. Water is a hostile element for man. Man has no innate ability to swim, but must learn how to do it. This is why those who knew how to swim were considered familiar with evil spirits. In medieval Europe, if a woman surfaced after being thrown into the water, she was considered a witch and then burned and tortured. Yeah. Yeah, that followed to America. That was the whole thing during Salem. Not a great part of history, but I suppose we have to speak about it. Continue.
Well, what do you know? A witch in Vakul's kingdom.
Hello again. Do you want another butt whooping?
I haven't been underwater for a long time. You alive, Vasilisa?
Yes, I am, Proshka. I'm assuming thanks to them.
How do you like your hospitality, sister?
I can breathe here. How is this possible?
You're a knower. You need at least some knowledge for swimming, and the especially knowledgeable are able to walk underwater.
Okay. The Vakul?
Has Vakul been expecting me?
Well, he knows quite a bit.
Can you guide me to him?
I can. I don't hold a grudge towards you.
Okay. Salts.
Did you take the brine?
Vakul is the one who manages everything that's in the water, the salt as well.
Okay.
I'm just a rusalka.
Okay, and the Rusalka. What about you?
You again. Why don't I deal with you right now?
Because we're in her domain.
Here? In my home?
Yeah, exactly.
Besides, who would guide you to Vakul? You won't make it here without me.
Fair enough point. Let's go. Guide me
All
to
right,
your father.
Let's go talk to your Vakul.
You should be more polite. You're in his domain after all.
Yeah, probably a good idea. This episode's probably getting titled Under the Sea. I'm just gonna say it right now.
Follow me. First, we'll go to the village through the forest, and then from the Drowners Circle, it won't take us long.
Oh, this is a whole new quest line. Okay.
Stop! Don't swim so fast!
Wait for us. We can't move that like that. Okay. If I save and quit from right here, will it save me right here? Because, probably a pretty good stopping point. I was gonna call this one Under the Sea. But I feel like saving Under the Sea for next episode would probably work better, so... What am I titling this one? I'll figure it out. In a moment. But anyways... This is the best stopping point we have. It's not a full Isba. It's not like something we can totally do, but it's a decent enough spot, and there are some fishermen. Sorry, friend, you're kind of dead because of me, or at least one of you is. Not sure what happened to you. There was only one other person in the boat with us. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.